Hi everyone, today we'll be looking at the differences between parent and child classes, or base and derived classes, and abstract and concrete classes. So here we go. Okay, so over here you can see another program. At the top as usual is what we're going to do today, then the rules, and last is the program. Today we'll be looking at the difference between the child and parent classes, difference between abstract and concrete classes. So as you can see, the program is the same as last time, and we're gonna be using the same program for both the examples. So the parent class or the base class, and the child class or the derived class. So the parent class is basically the base, like the base of a building, because without the base of the building wouldn't survive and it would collapse. It's not like you can even build a building without a base. So the parent class is basically the base, and the child class is the derived class. So the child class is like the main part of the building, the one that's standing upon the base class. Then we've got abstract class. So abstract class is a blueprint for concrete class, and concrete class follows the blueprint for the abstract class. So for wouldn't be the right word, it should be from the abstract class. So basically abstract class is like the blueprint for the building. So if somebody is making a building, they would obviously have designed the building in a specific way. Like I want 6 towers, and there should be 1 flat in every floor, and there should be 22 floors in every tower or something. So that's basically the blueprint, the design or the plan of how the building is going to be made. And the concrete class follows the blueprint from the abstract class. So the concrete class is the concrete version or the stable version of the abstract class. Because if you say like, I want to have 6 towers in this apartment I'm building, or the society I'm building, if you say I want to have 6 towers, but then later you realize you have extra land and you want to have more towers, you can say, no, I want 8 towers. But if you realize you have less land than 6 for 6 towers, then you can say I want 4 towers. So abstract classes can change, but concrete classes cannot. So once you've decided I want to make 4 towers, and you've actually started making the 4 towers, it's no use. It's basically going to be a waste of money if you break them down again and decide to remake it and make the abstract class again and everything. So abstract classes are bendable, and concrete classes are stable and cannot be changed. So here we have got the same program from last time, but I've taken the wolves away, so we only have animals as the parent class and human as the child class. So we're going to be starting with parent and child class. So in this example, animals is going to be the parent and human is going to be the child. Then later we're going to be looking at animals as the abstract and human as the concrete, but we'll look at that later. So first we've got animals. In animals we've got abc.abc, and I had to import abc over here. So this abc method from inside this abc is basically a specific method, and the reason I'm calling it specifically is because it's just a waste of time and waste of energy for the compiler to just see through all the methods. Instead, it's just focusing on this one because I specifically called it. So if you recall from the last video, so we have got at abc.abstract method, then we have got def leg self and then pass. Then we do not have that for sound, but we have it for is friends with human and is eaten by human. So we can just ignore these two or think of them as something else, but for now, because there's like no other wolf or any other wild animal class this time. So basically at abc.abstract method, this is a compulsory. So when I'm inheriting, so when human is inheriting from animals over here, then if I decide not to use this, if I decide not to use legs, and as you can see, legs has this abc.abstract method before it, and when I run it, so you can see it throws an error. So, but if I do the same with sound, so I'll just take it away. But if I do the same with sound, it's not gonna make any difference and it's gonna run smoothly. Because in sound I have not put this restriction, I have not made it compulsory by using @abc.abstract method. So I have not made it compulsory with sound. But I have made it compulsory with legs, it's friends with human, and is eaten by human. So animals is basically the base for human. So if I decide to just take away animal, so if I just comment this entire thing, okay, and if I take this entire thing away, you can see it's thrown an error over here. So it's the problems page. So unresolved reference animals. So here you can see it's thrown an error because animals does not exist. And if I take animals away from here, which would easily cure the error, but then that does not make it a child class, because a child class cannot be there without the parent. So human basically turns into a separate class of its own with no roots of being a child class. It's basically a class. It's not a derived class or anything. So if I put animals back here, then we need to take this away. And as you can see, we don't have any errors anymore, because without the parent there is no child. So if they're like two adults and if they have a kid, and then if the parents die in the past or something, then the kid wouldn't exist. So that's basically how it works here. And then after that we've got abstract and concrete classes. So here class animals will be my abstract class and class human will be my concrete class. So in my abstract class I basically made the plan, so this is my entire plan and everything. This entire thing and till here. And then this is my concrete, putting it into action. Because animals is not a type of animal, but humans are a type of animal. So basically I'm making it stable, or I'm making it concrete. So I'm using the blueprint from animals, and then I'm making it concrete by using a concrete class here, human. So animals is my abstract class here, and human is my concrete class. So animal is a blueprint for any animal, and human is over here. It has all the methods of animals, but it can add methods of its own. So basically increasing itself or developing itself.